Page 1. Professional PowerPoint Presentation, Introduction to Chip Design. Slide 1, Title. Slide title, Introduction to Chip Design, Concepts, Tools, and Technologies. Subtitle, A Comprehensive Overview of Modern Chip Development. Image/graphic, abstract representation of a microchip, with circuitry extending outward like a network. Slide 2, About Our Startup. Title, About Robotic Robotics Incorporated. Subtitle, Innovating the Future of Robotics and Chip Design. Content, founded, 2022 in Madripoor mission, revolutionize robotics by developing advanced, efficient, and reliable microchips for high-performance systems. Core product, proprietary microchip designs tailored for the VR-052 light armor Veritech motorcycle. Unique selling proposition, customized chips for precise robotic functionalities. Low power consumption with high computational efficiency. Scalable designs for next-generation robotic applications. Visual, infographic highlighting mission, vision, and product focus. Slide 3, Market Opportunity. Title, The Growing Demand for Robotic Microchip Innovation. Content, Global Robotics Industry Growth. Projected to exceed $250 billion by 2028. Rising demand for specialized robotics in defense, healthcare, and manufacturing. Niche focus. High-performance robotics like the VR-052 light armor Veritech motorcycle require bespoke microchips for mission-critical applications. Competitive advantage. First-mover advantage in addressing unique microchip needs for advanced Veritech robotics. Intellectual property to protect and scale innovations. Visual, bar graph illustrating robotics market growth trends, 2023 to 2028. Slide 4, Our Microchip Technology. Title, Revolutionizing Robotics with Cutting-Edge Chip Design. Content, Key features for the VR-052, AI integration, enhanced decision-making capabilities. Power efficiency, prolonged operational lifespan. Thermal management, advanced cooling technology for high performance. Security, robust encryption protocols for data integrity. Customizable chipsets, modular architecture for evolving needs. Visual, cross-section diagram of the microchip architecture. Slide 5, Team Expertise. Title, Meet Our Exceptional Team. Content, Founder CEO, Dr. Chip Chaos. Background in robotics engineering and AI development. Former lead designer at Cyberdynamics Corporation. Mastermind in robotics engineering and AI sorcery. Former shadow architect at Redacted Enterprises. CTO Supreme Circuit Bender. Professor Nano Doom expert in microchip design with multiple semiconductor patents. Architect of world-dominating microchip schemes with multiple fiendish patents. Engineering team, 20+ specialists in AI, hardware integration, and advanced manufacturing. Advisory board, industry leaders from robotics and semiconductor firms. Visual, team photo with individual highlights. Slide 6, Why Invest in Robotic Robotics Incorporated. Title, Key Investment Highlights. Content, Proven innovation, first to market with proprietary chips for the VR-052 light armor Veritech motorcycle. Scalable growth potential, modular chip designs adaptable to other advanced robotics platforms. Market alignment, positioned at the convergence of robotics and AI innovation. Strong financials, $10 million in series of funding. Significant prototype development traction. Visual, comparison chart highlighting competitive advantages. Slide 7, Funding requirements. Title, Series B funding, $25 million. Content, allocation of funds, RD, $10 million for next-gen chip iterations. Manufacturing, $7 million to scale production facilities in Madripoor. Marketing, $5 million for market penetration strategies. Working capital, $3 million for operational scalability. Expected ROI, 2026 revenue projection, $100 million annually. Visual, pie chart of fund allocation. Slide 8, Factory in Madripoor. Title, Strategic Expansion in Madripoor. Content, Why Madripoor? Hub for cutting-edge robotics and semiconductor technology. Skilled local workforce with semiconductor manufacturing expertise. Strategic location for global distribution. Facility overview, state-of-the-art cleanrooms and testing labs. Annual capacity, 500,000 microchips. Visual, factory layout image with labeled sections. Slide 9, Roadmap to Success. Title, Our 5-year plan. Content, 2024, secure Series B funding and launch factory operations. 2025, begin full-scale production of VR-052 chips. 2026, expand applications to medical and industrial robotics. 2027, form strategic partnerships with robotics OEMs. 2028, IPO or acquisition for market consolidation. Visual, timeline with key milestones. Slide 10, Closing statement title: Join us in shaping the future of robotics content. Investing in Robotic Robotics Incorporated is investing in intelligent, high-performance robotics innovation. Together, we can transform the industry with cutting-edge chip technologies. Visual, inspirational image of a high-tech robot with Robotic Robotics branding. Slide 11, Q&A title, Questions and Discussion Content. Thank you for your attention. We look forward to addressing your insights. Visual, background of a circuit board with questions. Banner. This presentation aligns with the goals, showcasing technical expertise, market opportunity, and a strong growth roadmap for investors. Cyclone VR-038. The robotic revolution in Madripoor. In the neon-lit heart of Madripoor, a city known for its towering skyscrapers and shadows that whispered secrets of power and innovation, Cyclone Robotics was on the verge of a breakthrough. The company's flagship product, the VR-038 light arm of Veritech motorcycle, was poised to revolutionize the world of robotics, but one thing stood in the way: our semiconductors. The heart and soul of the VR-038 was its microchip technology, and Cyclone needed the best to fuel its ambitious dreams. The deal begins. Cyclone Robotics, founded in 2022, had grown from a humble startup into a major player in robotics. Their microchips were designed for one thing: power. The VR-038 needed chips that could handle extreme loads, provide real-time AI integration, and most importantly offer unparalleled power efficiency. As Cyclone's CEO, Dr. Chip Chaos, prepared for the biggest deal of his life, the stakes couldn't have been higher. The company had secured $10 million in Series A funding, and they were about to embark on their Series B funding campaign, seeking $25 million for scaling production, R&D, and marketing. But their eyes were now set on a crucial purchase: the microchips needed for the VR-038 factory in Madripoor. And so, Chaos initiated a Zoom meeting to discuss the purchase with a semiconductor supplier who could change the game. The meeting was set at a pivotal location, 3236 VR-052 Battler Blvd, a state-of-the-art property in Madripoor, strategically located within the heart of the tech district. With 5,771 square feet of space dedicated to their cutting-edge cleanrooms and testing labs, Cyclone was ready to build the future. But as they calculated the costs of purchasing the semiconductors, they knew the deal would need to be flawless. KPI breakdown. Crunching the numbers before diving into the specifics of the deal, the team knew they needed to evaluate the KPIs for their potential factory site. They carefully analyzed the net operating income, NOI, of $210,000 and the capitalization rate, cap rate, of 10%. This told them their investment was solid. With an occupancy rate of 87%, they could expect stability in the property market. However, the stakes were high. They had to calculate the debt service coverage ratio, DSCR, which stood at 2.01, ensuring they could comfortably cover debt payments with operating income. But the team was wary of the operating expense ratio, OR, of 61%, knowing it would be essential to keep operating costs low as they scaled. We need to ensure the market rent versus in-place rent is aligned, said Chaos, as he referenced the figures, $38.79/SF versus $37.00/SF. The value we're creating here is too great. The property is worth $2,079,000, and we need to make sure the price per square foot, at $360.31, reflects our ambitions. With the internal rate of return, IRR, at 10.5%, Cyclone knew they were headed in the right direction. The net present value, NPV, of $80,000 gave them confidence that their investment would pay off. Yet, the biggest decision remained: which semiconductor supplier would fuel this next step. Plot twist: the broker's dark deal. As the meeting with the supplier commenced, Chaos sat back, ready to negotiate. But the supplier had a proposition that was far more enticing and dangerous than expected. Chaos, the supplier said, "I've got a partner who can deliver chips at a fraction of the cost. But there's a catch. The source of these chips isn't exactly legal. You'll need to work with me to access them." Chaos's eyes narrowed. The broker, a shadowy figure with connections deep within Madripoor's criminal underworld, had offered a deal that could change everything. The broker's influence in Madripoor was unmatched, with the ability to leverage connections both in high society and the city's dangerous corners. The supplier's offer was compelling. For a reduced price, Cyclone Robotics could get the semiconductors they needed immediately. But the moral implications weighed heavily on Chaos. Do we take the risk? His chief technology officer, Professor Nano Doom, asked. This deal could get us into the market faster than anyone. But at what cost? The team huddled around a table littered with data, projections for cash-on-cash return, potential losses in market vacancy rate, and the undeniable price per square foot disparity. Taking the deal would put them in a vulnerable position. The risk of a lifetime Chaos stared at the figures on the screen, the loan-to-value ratio, LTV, at 72%, which indicated they were dangerously close to overextending their financial leverage. Still, there was an undeniable allure of the effective gross income, IG, of $275,000 the deal promised. "We need this, D. Chaos finally said. "But we'll do it on our terms. We need an airtight contract with a broker. No shady deals. If we're going to innovate and lead the market, we need to play our cards right." The broker's counteroffer was accepted under strict conditions. Cyclone Robotics would buy the semiconductors at a heavily discounted price, but only if the supply chain remained under their control. The broker agreed, but with one final condition: Cyclone would have to look the other way when it came to certain unorthodox procurement methods. Final calculations, the path forward with the deal closed, Cyclone Robotics faced the daunting task of ramping up production. The square feet of their Madripoor factory were about to explode with activity, and the team worked tirelessly in the coming weeks to install the chips into the VR-038 units. They also used their market rent versus in-place rent figures to ensure the factory was profitable at every level. As they calculated the return on investment, ROI, and the internal rate of return, IRR, the numbers painted a picture of rapid growth. The chips delivered the performance they needed, and Cyclone began to ship out its first prototype as each one more powerful than the last. They had made the right choice. Conclusion: a new era for robotics in the heart of Madripoor. Cyclone Robotics had transformed from a scrappy startup into a technological powerhouse. The VR-038 light arm of Veritech motorcycle was making waves across the globe, and with their new semiconductor suppliers secured, the sky was the limit. With KPI metrics like occupancy rate, debt service coverage ratio, and cash-on-cash return keeping them grounded, Cyclone Robotics navigated the cutthroat world of robotics and microchips with precision. Their success was built on a foundation of calculated risks, careful investments, and an unwavering vision for the future of robotics. As the company's valuation soared, Cyclone Robotics stood as a beacon of what could be achieved when innovation met risk, and when the right decisions, no matter how risky, were made for the greater good.